Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a piston statue. By the way, just in case you have any more Minecraft item related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my Minecraft item tutorials playlist. I have a lot of things in there. But now that all of that's out of the way, if you want to make the piston, here's what you're going to need. You'll need some spruce wood planks and some oak wood planks. Grab yourself some block of iron and some cyan stained clay. Then grab black wool, light grey wool, and finally grab yourself some white wool. And once you have each one of those materials right there, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making right here, you're going to want to kick off your piston with a row of 12 black wool coming directly up from the floor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just like that. And once you have your row of 12, this is what you want to do next. Take this top block, this 12th block, and go right of it by 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then take this 15th block and drop it all the way down to the ground like this to form an N shape. And then you want to take this block that touches the ground and just drag it all the way back over to where we first started to form a nice rectangular shape like this. Once you've formed your rectangular shape, depending on which way you want to make your piston, like if for instance you want the front of your piston to be this side, depending on what way you want to move your piston over to, you then want to take each one of the 4 corners of your piston and you want to extend them going towards whichever direction you want, each by 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and finally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then of course we just have to connect each one of these 15th blocks together just as I'm doing now. So we're just connecting each one of these 15th blocks together, and what we're essentially making here is the base of the piston. And what I was talking about before we did each one of the rows of 15 is, of course, if you wanted to, this side, this opposite side could have been like the front of your piston, and you could have extended out each one of these corners this way by 15. You kind of had a decision to make, and you chose the wrong one, or the right one, I don't know, I'm not in your world. Anyway, once you have this nice 3D rectangular shape, this is what you want to do next. So come to the top front left hand corner of your piston, take out your light grey wool, and tracing along like this first row here, you want to do a row of 5 light grey coming across your piston. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. You then want to take this 5th block and going towards the center of your piston, do a row of 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then take out your white wool and do a row of 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coming towards the back of your piston. You then want to take this 6th block and going towards the right hand side from the 6th block, do a row of 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You then want to take this 5th block and going back towards the front of the piston, do another row of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then take this 5th block and just connect it all the way back to where we first started to give you this shape right here. That's kind of creepy. It kind of looks like an eye or something. I don't like that whatsoever. Let's fix this. So once you have this squarish shape with your white wool, this is what you want to do next. So take out your block of iron and you kind of want to do like a square of block of iron just above the empty square space that we just formed at the top of the piston. So you kind of want to have this, which honestly is even creepier than what we started with. Anyway, once you have the square of iron, you then want to add a layer of cyan stained clay directly on top of it, like this. You then want to take out your spruce wood planks and go on top of each one of the 4 corners of the shape that you've just made, each by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. And then you want to take out your oak wood planks and you just want to fill in the center parts that you have left next to each one of those 4 rows of spruce wood. So we're just filling these in with oak wood planks, just like this. So you want to have something which should look like that. You then want to take out your block of iron and you want to do a layer of block of iron again all the way around what you've just made. Then on top of that, do a layer of cyan stained clay. You then want to take out your spruce wood planks again and do the exact same thing. On top of each one of the 4 corners, do rows of 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. And then of course we just want to fill the center parts in with oak wood planks. So we're just filling these in with oak wood planks, just like this. And then we can move on to the next bit. So we're just filling those in, just like that, as we've already done once before. Now we want to do a layer of cyan on top of what we've just made. So we're just adding a layer of cyan, like that. Then finally you want to do a layer of iron block. So now just add a final layer of iron block and you should be left with something that should look exactly like this. And that is the last of like the pointy out sticky part right there. Once you've done that, we can now actually move on to the platform. So come all the way up to the top of what you've just made, take out your spruce wood planks and place a single spruce wood plank on top of each one of the 4 corners of the shape that you have. You then want to connect each one of those spruce woods together like that, just left to right. You don't want to interconnect them. And then coming out of the left and right hand sides of your spruce wood, you then want to do rows of 6. So this is the left hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the right hand side now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like so. So you kind of want to have a really weird looking T-shape. Now, you want to connect each one of those 6 blocks together with an iron, like so. So you just want to connect them together with 2 iron on the left and right hand side. Now, coming to the left hand side of what we've just made, starting from this spruce wood block that we have right here, you want to come towards the front of your piston with your spruce wood planks by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then take out your block of iron and do 2 block of iron coming towards the front still, 1, 2. Then go right of the second block of iron by 1. Then go right of it by 5 with your spruce wood, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do 2 iron, 1, 2. Then 5 spruce wood, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 2 iron, 1, 2. Then going back towards the back of the piston, do 1 iron, followed by 5 spruce wood, 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously we've already got this 5th one placed for us. So now moving along the line, starting from this spruce wood, we now want to do a row of 4 spruce wood going that way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 2 iron, 1, 2. Then take the second iron and obviously just go right across the back of the piston by 1. Then 5 spruce wood, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 iron, 1, 2. 5 spruce wood, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 2 iron. Then coming back towards the center of our piston, or the front of our piston I suppose, then 1 iron. Then 4 spruce wood to connect everything together, and what you want to end up with is something that should look exactly like this. What we're now going to do is we're now just going to fill the top of the shape that we've just formed in completely. So starting from the back portion here, we're just going to fill in the rows going from left to right, and we're just going to move our way to the center part of this thing. So for the second row, going from left to right, do this sequence of blocks. Do 1 iron, 5 oak wood planks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 iron, 5 oak wood planks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 iron. And that's exactly how that's going to go, guys, and we're going to move ever so closer to the front of the piston. So for the next row, place a single spruce wood plank in this position right here, so in front of this left iron, and then fill the rest of the row in with oak wood planks, like so. For the next row, do an entire row of spruce wood planks. For the next row, take this center right spruce wood plank block and extend it coming towards you by 2, so 1, 2, like that. Then fill the rest of those 2 rows in with oak wood planks, so that's just 1 and 2, like so. Then for the next 2 rows again, do this sequence of blocks. Do 1 iron, 3 oak, 1 spruce, 5 oak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 spruce, 2 oak, 1 iron. And like I said, that's for 2 rows. So once you've got that first row taken care of, just do the exact same thing to the row just below it, like so. Then for the next 2 rows, just do 2 solid rows of oak. So that will be 1 and 2, like so. Then the next row is just entirely spruce. Then for the next row, you want to, going from the left hand side, do a row of 8 oak going right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 1 spruce, then make the rest of the row oak, like so. Then for the next row, do 1 iron, 5 oak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 iron, 1 spruce, 4 oak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 iron, and that will give you the top of your piston, like this. Probably the most difficult part of this thing. Once you've got that taken care of, we can now move on to the next part. So, for the next part, you now want to take each one of these irons that we have on the outer part of our piston, and we want to raise them all up, each by 3. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you want to leave that center one alone, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. You guys get the point. So we're just raising up each one of these blocks of iron up by 3 until they are all equal all the way around, because of course the platform for the piston is not 2-dimensional. We have to quite literally do the exact same thing on the top that we just did for the bottom of it. So you guys can see that each one of these irons are now raised. You now want to connect each one of those outer irons together at the top block to top block with your spruce wood plank. So just go all the way around the edge of what you've just made with your spruce wood planks and just fill in the top like this. You just want to connect them together to make a nice square shape, like, whoops, almost like so, nice and simple. You can then fill the sides of the piston in with oak wood planks, and that will just be 2 rows of oak wood planks going all the way around the side of your piston, which is exactly what I'm doing now. We're just going all the way around the side with our oak wood planks, filling in the side of the piston, and then all we'll be doing is, I believe I've already told you, literally the exact same pattern that we've already done for the bottom part of the platform, and we'll just be applying it to the top. It's as simple as that, guys. So I'm just doing that right now. Well, I'm not doing that right now, am I? I'm currently filling in the sides, but then I'm going to be doing that, you better believe. So you want to end up with something that should look so far like this. Now, your next job is really simple. Like I've said a couple of times already, all we have to do to fill in the top of the piston is just copy exactly what we did for the bottom part of the piston, and all that involves is looking directly down at what you just did there and then just applying it to the top here. It's literally no different whatsoever. So I'm just looking directly down, kind of towards the bottom of my notes, because I've kind of got to keep an eye on a couple of things, but it's very uncomfortable for the eye position. I think I'm going to need glasses, but you guys can do the exact same thing as well. You just have to look directly down at what you've already done, and then That's that. It's as easy as that. There's nothing complicated about it whatsoever. I don't really need to tell you guys what you have to do. There's no instructions required. And as a matter of fact, once you've actually finished the top part here, all of the instructable parts are pretty much done. All we'll have to do after this part is we'll just have to fill in the bottom part of the piston, like the stand, the big grey part, which is what we'll be filling in with light grey, and that's all we'll be filling it in with. It's really simple. So we're just currently filling this in. We've just got a couple of rows left, haven't we? We've just got a little bit more oak wood and iron and stuff to add, so there we go. Then here, boom, here, and there we go, guys. That is the platform for the piston, 100% fully completed. It's a little bit dark, isn't it? We'll have to get some torches on that a little bit later. Once you've got that taken care of for yourself, all you do have to do to complete your piston, Jesus Christ. All you have to do to finish off your piston is add in light grey to all of the empty spaces all the way down at the stand of your piston. It's just this nice big rectangular 3D shape. We'll just be filling this in with light grey wool. The heat's getting to me, guys, just in case you're curious. I've been saying this in quite a few of my other videos where I've kind of had some downtime where I don't really have to talk about what I'm doing. Bad here, bad in Britain, don't come. You don't want to be here, it's too warm. Unless you're Australian, then you're laughing at us, but everybody else you don't want to be around. It's too warm, heat waves everywhere, sweat just from breathing, it's impossible to sleep. It's almost a form of torture. I'm starting to wonder if it's commissioned by the CIA to turn up the temperature in Britain just to see how we'll all do. Or maybe it's the Queen. Maybe the Queen just wants to make everybody hotter. Maybe she's turned up the thermostat on the country because she's feeling the cold a little more. She is getting older. That's how old people work. They start getting cold. I don't know how that works. Why are old people always cold? Is it because of the whole, like, thinning of the skin and the blood and the whole capillaries thing? Is that the deal? Or are they just getting whinier as they get progressively older? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's something that I'll get to enjoy when, if I get to be that old. I mean, the heat might kill me. I might not get that far. We'll have to see. Trying my best. I mean, it's so difficult to record as well because my mouth's, like, constantly dry. I've got a fan on. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. It's over there humming in the background, purring, if you will. I'd turn it up for you, but it makes this really loud beeping noise that's quite audible, and I probably don't want it in the recording. But I will have me whining about it in the recording, which is... what am I doing? I'm talking about the weather again. Again! Seriously, I'm not joking, this is like the third video in a row that I've recorded where it's pretty hot out there. Don't like it. Nothing else to talk about. How pathetic is that? So, I recently posted a video about Sandy's tree dome. That was pretty good. That's causing me a lot of work as well. I posted it with the tree dome looking a little bit flat because I didn't really feel like investing another 5 hours into it, and you guys pointed it out immediately, and you guys were like, nope, doesn't look good, you have to fix the dome. And I know it doesn't look good, and I probably shouldn't have cut the corner in the first place, so now I'm having to invest a load of time just placing glass in a dome shape. I've not expanded the size of the dome itself because that would be so much work to destroy the existing dome that I may as well make a new tree house and make a completely new dome. So I'm currently trying to frantically round said dome, the original dome, and see if that'll work. But now we're just talking about random things, aren't we? I suppose that's that's where we are. I used to cut these parts out of the video for fear that I would start talking about completely random subjects like that. And here we are, guys. Here we are. But there we go. That is the piston 100% fully completed. It's looking a little bit dark. We can probably light that up with some torches. But once you have yourself just filled in the entire base, then that's it. There's nothing left to do. That's all that has to be done. Where else does it need lighting up? I think I'll light it up around all of the iron parts. So we're just lighting it up, and then we're going to take a nice little 360 of it. It's a really cool statue, this piston statue, or at least it is in my opinion. I really like it. I think it's because it's a completely different shape than most items. So, oh, there we go. It's a lot lighter now. Let's take a look at this thing, guys. Let's see at what we have just made. Wow, Wow. Oh, the grammar is excellent. The sentence structure, unbelievable. So this is the piston, guys. Let's take a nice little 360-degree view, look around it. I was also contemplating on doing the sticky piston as well, which I could do. I might do. But, I mean, the only big difference between, like, this one and the sticky piston is the top. Like, that's it. There's no other difference. I suppose I could make the sticky piston different, in which I could have it so that it wasn't sticking out, maybe? Maybe I could do that. Maybe that's a possibility. I've now given myself the idea that maybe I should do another version of this piston where it isn't sticking out. But you don't really want that, do you? Does anyone want to see the version that doesn't stick out? Anyway, regardless, it's one of my more favourite item statues just because it's a little bit different. Hopefully you guys like it as well. Hopefully you managed to make it no problem. The instruction didn't bug you too much along with me. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you would do me a favour, I would really appreciate it if you could give me a like, comment, share, anything you feel like doing to help me out. I would really appreciate that. If you have any more item related builds, just picking up a silver sharpie here. If you have any more item related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the links below down in the description for my item tutorials playlist. There's a lot of stuff in there. There's like over 30 items in there right now. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next tutorial.